What's up guys, it's me Blake and I'm here with Cameron.
Welcome to our second edition of What's the Scoop, Spartans?
We're here to give you guys updates on day-to-day life at Exotic EHK.
First, we'd like to start out with a shout out to our October birthdays.
Now for our second segment of Here's the Tea. This week for lunch we'll have wiener wings, pancake on a stick, popcorn shrimp, witch's brew, and chili.
Tomorrow starts the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis. It goes on until November 4th, and we have kids traveling to that. I hope they have a good time. Also coming up this fall is the Student Council Blood Drive, so keep an eye out for that sign-up sheet.
This Halloween, the Leo Club will have their haunted house in the Lions Building in Exira.
Also coming up are auditions for our musical, The Little Mermaid. It's open to the whole school.
Make sure you set your clocks back this weekend for daylight savings.
Congratulations goes out to the Spartan Quiz Bowl team who competed at State Quiz Bowl on Thursday.
Yearbooks are now $45 until February 14th.
Join the Exira EHK Choir as they present an evening at the Oscars tomorrow night in Elkhorn at 7 p.m. Spartan Media is getting ready to live stream our home basketball games. We are looking for students that are interested in being commentators for these games. You need to email Mrs. Johnston if you are interested by November 15th. That's all for Here's the Tea.
Now for a new game show segment called Spartan Showdown.
Alright, so we're going to start with some questions. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and what grade you're in.
I am Kelly Haas. I'm in 12th grade.
I'm Craig Nelson, and I'm a senior. I'm Tyler Peterson, and I'm in 11th grade.
Alright, so we have 12 trivia questions for our players today, falling into 4 categories, either sports, history, current events, or local news. Contestants, are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
From the history category, how many U.S. presidents have been assassinated? Kelly.
3.
Tyler. No. Creighton.
4.
4 is correct. Alright, current events. Citizens of the United States recently stormed what secret base? Kelly.
Area 51.
Correct. What is the Exira Elkhorn Kimballton school musical? Kelly.
The Little Mermaid.
Correct. Coming from the sports, Nadia Comaneci was the first gymnast to score a perfect 10 at the Olympics. What country is she from? Tyler.
China.
No. Creighton.
France.
Kelly.
United States.
Romania. How many stripes does the U.S. flag have?
16.
And that is incorrect.
Oh.
Tyler.
I was next.
13 is correct. Current events. Impeachment charges were brought against
Trump.
Creighton.
Trump.
That's not the question.
Nixon.
No, were brought against Donald Trump for contacting which country?
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
No.
Who is the Exira Elkhorn Kimballton volleyball coach?
Courtney
Gonna go-
Covers.
Oh. Alright, last one in each category. How many NBA championships did Michael Jordan win with the Chicago Bulls? Tyler.
6.
Yes. Alright. Who was the president during the U.S. Civil War? Tyler.
Abe Lincoln.
Yes. Carson King raised over $1 million to donate to a children's hospital. Creighton.
No.
In what city? Kelly.
Iowa City.
Tyler. Tyler gets the point.
No.
Alright. Last question. Where did Miss Newley go to high school? Tyler.
Manning.
Correct. Alright.
Manning.
After a grand total, Tyler Peterson is our winner. Sorry, he wins 1 free slice of Casey's Pizza.
Yes!
Great job, Tyler. Now here's Tatum Grubs with some interviews of Spartan athletes.
Thanks, Camo. Earlier this week, I talked to Creighton, Michaela, and Sarah and asked them some questions. Here's what they had to say. I'm here with Creighton Nelson, a senior on the Spartan football team. Creighton, what is your main goal in this whole season?
My main goal is to make the playoffs at the end of the season.
What are the keys to success on offense?
Offense is working together, getting our blocks down, and just going as hard as we can.
If you could start your high school career over again, what would you change about the choices you made?
I'd probably go a little bit harder in the first few years so I can get more used to the game, and so that at the end of my career, I'd know everything down pat and be able to do everything I can.
How does losing make you a better team?
It brings us together. We all come together after a loss and talk about what we can do to better ourselves, and that usually helps us out in the end.
What does as one mean to you?
Everyone coming together, being a close-knit team so that we all care about each other, we all care what happens. Yeah.
Thank you, Creighton.
Yeah.
here with Michaela Riley, a junior on the Spartan volleyball team. How has the season gone so far?
Well, we've had a lot of ups and downs this season, but I honestly think from here on out we're only going uphill.
What has been your favorite moment in a game or practice this year?
We played Boyer Valley, and Mackenzie and Shay had a really intense save to get the ball back over the net, so that was a lot of fun to be around.
How much is a commitment for volleyball?
Volleyball does take up a lot of my time, but I really do enjoy the sport, and I really love being around my coaches and teammates, so I really don't think it's that hard for me to commit to the sport.
Do you plan on playing volleyball in college?
I have talked to a couple schools about playing volleyball, but I really would love to. It's just a matter of if I can or not.
Do you ever want to quit?
I've never told myself that I want to quit volleyball just because, like I said before, I really love the sport and I find being around my teammates and my coaches a lot of fun. So I love being in season and being around my friends.
Thank you, Michaela, for the helpful information. I'm here with Sarah Marshall, a Spartan cheerleader. If you could start your high school career over again, what would you change about the choices you made?
I would definitely become a cheerleader when I was a freshman.
What is the best part about cheerleading?
Going to the football games, most definitely.
How have you grown as a person from cheerleading?
It's made me a lot more louder, I smile a lot more, and I definitely am more involved with my school.
When there are times you don't want to cheer, how do you get the motivation?
From my teammates, they always cheer me up when I'm down.
Do you have any advice for people interested in cheerleading?
Just try out and get the experience, and then just if you don't get in the first year, just definitely try out again the next year.
Thank you, Sarah.
No problem.
Staying on the topic of sports, up next is a sports report. Take it away.
The cross-country team had their conference meet at Woodbine where they were the conference champs, beating Cam by 1 point. The team ran super well at the Apple Orchard and almost everyone had a PR. Macy, Tatum, and Cassidy led the junior varsity runners with first, second, and third place. They finished the regular season running at OABCIG and the whole team had good times. The past volleyball season had lots of ups and downs. They started their season with a win at their first tournament in Missouri Valley. They then had a few complications, but throughout the hard times, they always found ways to have fun and make it through the season. They beat the Cam Cougars in a tough battle and also won 2 games at the Guthrie tournament. After their home win versus West Harrison, they had senior night where they beat Peyton Jourdan in 3 sets that night with a sweep against the Rockets. This year, the Spartans showed a lot of heart because they never gave up. They enjoyed proving to everyone and themselves that they had a fighting chance. The Spartans opened against the Fremont Mills Knights and had to find a way to bounce back. In the following weeks, they played strong against Woodbine, West Harrison, and Glidden Ralston. The Spartans finished their season against the Coon Rapids Bayard Crusaders this past Friday. That's the news for this week.
Hey, why'd the police officer ticket the ghost on Halloween?
Why?
You didn't have a haunting license.
Wow, that was a good one, Blake.
It always is. That's all from us today. See you next time.